So we've gone over the vocab words, we've gone over the video lecture, we've gone over how to use Adobe Premiere Pro. Now it's time to move on to your project. So you are going to be editing a story called J-Pops. And you saw a lot of it in the lecture that I gave on editing. And it was of the little boy and the little girl on the beach. You are going to be editing either a 60-second or 50-second video using the clips that are provided. Now, how do you get access to the clips? This is how we're going to have to do it for this particular project. You're going to need to come check it out because we're going to have it on flash drives or a hard drive for you, depending on space. You're going to check those out, and it's going to have all the clips that you're going to load into your Adobe Premiere Pro project. And you are going to basically do a commercial about J-Pops. And what we'll do is we'll go over the handout, which is the grading sheet. So you'll see that you have the checklist, and it's going to be 3 pages, actually 4 pages of information. So J-Pops, you will edit either, again, 60 seconds, or I'll let you do 50 seconds with the existing footage. You're going to see in here what you're going to do for the project. It's on the back side of page 1. Now, you're going to be editing this at home, so, or you can come here. So if you're editing at home, you can decide where you want to save all your stuff. But it's important that when you open up Premiere that you start to practice your media management, or things are going to be lost. So you're going to want to create a folder either on your desktop or in your storage drive on your own computer. If you're here at the college, you're going to want to create it on the storage drive. If you're here at COD and you create it on the desktop, when you turn out that computer and you go home, when you come back, it will be gone. I repeat, if you edit on the desktop, and that is where you save your folder on the desktop of the computers, when you turn it off and turn it back on, it will be gone. You have to save it in a storage folder. So you're going to save it in a storage folder. You're going to name it J-Pops. You're going to get the J-Pops files, and you're going to load them into your folder that you have now created. You're going to log the footage. When you do logging, you are going to take a look at the video that I do on logging, and I'll go over that so you guys know how to properly log. You're going to open up Premiere Pro. You're going to create a new project. You want that new project to be saved in the J-Pops folder that you created. We're practicing proper media management. If you don't do that, things are going to get disconnected. So when you open up Premiere Pro, it is going to prompt you at the start to properly name the project and where you want it to be saved. And we went over that in the editing lecture. It's one of the first things that we did. So make sure that you do it, or your project will be lost or disconnected. You're going to create a rough sequence, and then you're going to go back and you're going to finalize it. I don't need to see the rough edit. You're going to just continue to work on it, but first do a rough cut of it. You're going to want to add a title card at the beginning with your name on it, so I know who completed the project. And you're going to need to have at least one transition, either a dissolve or a wipe. We want to know that you know how to do it. It's important that you know how to do it, so you need to have at least one dissolve or wipe. You can have more if you decide to. You must have an audio track with sound from the video, music, or sound effects. I would go with the music that we're providing you because it's non-copyrighted. We also have a whole library here at the college of non-copyrighted music that you can use. Or you can use music, but if it's copyrighted, I have a feeling I'm not going to be able to grade it because YouTube's going to take it down. So it's better that we just practice using non-copyrighted music that you can select. And again, there is one that they already have that goes with J-Pops that I would encourage you to go with. Select a music track in that J-Pops music folder. Edit your clips and create a sequence using the footage available from J-Pops. Well, once you get the footage in, you'll start to drag it down to the timeline, and you're going to create a sequence. When you're done, I'm skipping down to number 12, your final project should be, again, 60 seconds, or I'm going to let it be 50 seconds, And if it's 60 seconds, it's going to be technically 65 because you'll have a title card for 5. And it's 50 seconds, it'll be 55 because you'll have a title card for 5 seconds. You're going to render it, and you're going to export it. And you're going to use export H.264. And we went over that, in the editing lecture on how to export it. Once it's exported, you're going to load it to YouTube, or if you've edited it here at COD, you need to let me know where it is on the storage drive. And that would have to only be in the MPTV department. If you're using the Media Center, you're still going to need to load it to YouTube. Then you're going to, again, turn in your file and your paperwork. So taking a look at that checklist again, you're going to have a completed log sheet, which you'll do before. You will scan that in, or you can do it on the computer. If you're going to do it in Adobe Premiere Pro, you're going to need to save it. And to save the image of your logs, it's going to be Shift-Command-3 or Shift-Command-4. If you do Shift-Command-3, it's going to take a screenshot. If you do Shift-Command-4, it's going to let you decide what you want to draw out and shape around. So you're going to do a screenshot of that on the computer, and you're going to send that to me so I can see your log sheets. Now, if you do the paper log sheets, you can do them on a computer because I have the sheets on Blackboard that you can just download to your computer. You can type it in, and you can just email me your log sheets. You're going to do the completed project. You're going to, again, load that to YouTube. And then you'll do the critique of all the other student projects that were completed. So the story of J-Pops. It's a boy who is sitting on the stone wall. There's a little girl in the sand, playing in the sand. He notices her, and he's eating a popsicle, and he's eating a popsicle, and he's eating a popsicle. And he wants to get her attention. So he flicks these popsicle sticks, and they start to, I guess, fall down. And it goes kind of along the beachfront. There's people jump roping. There's a skateboarder. There's a dog. And then it ends up at her. And then she's looking down, and she looks up, and she sees them. And she walks up to him, and she sits down, and then the J-Pops logo comes in. So you can see from the examples that I have also have on YouTube of what students have done to give you an idea of how it should be cut together. Again, you can do it many different ways. It's up to you how you decide you want to put it together. On page 3 of the sheet, it goes over that scene scenario that I just explained to you. It also gives you the definitions again for some of the vocab words that we've discussed, and that you can look over those. So now at this point, I'm going to turn it over to you to start editing your project. You're going to want, again, to first start with logging, and then once that's completed and sent to me, you can move to the editing part of it. You're either doing a 60-second video or a 50-second video. And if you have any problems throughout, please reach out through me through email. It is going to be very difficult for me to help you with editing problems off campus. I'm going to be honest. It helps to see it in front of you to navigate through the problems. So I would encourage you to come here and edit this first project if you can on campus, where either I can help you, or a lab aide that works in the department can help you, or the tutor that we have in the department can help you. So I would encourage you to do that. So if you are having problems, come over here. We're open 7 days a week. We have various times, but we're typically here Monday through Thursday from 7 a.m. to 10 o'clock at night. So there's lots of opportunities to come in here and edit. And we have bays that you can work in that you won't be in a classroom setting. Good luck on this. And again, if you have any questions, please reach out to me.